Hi everybody! I have another haul for you today from a couple of places. I got two dies, two sewing or stitching dies. These are old retired Simon Says stamp dies that you can no longer purchase unless somebody is selling them. I've been looking for a couple of the ones that I missed out on or decided to pass up at the time that they released them, and now that I want them, you can only buy them used. So this is the plush springtime bunny. I actually have one just like this, except it's a smaller version of it. I don't know what it's called, but they released one that was a little bit smaller than this one. You can see this is the actual size, actually. And then this one is this plush springtime chick. So this chick is considerably smaller than the actual bunny that's shown here. I got this stamp set from Paper Tray. This is actually a D-stash from somebody. It's a doesn't look like, I don't know if she ever used it, but it is yellowed. And this is called Handle with Care. But you can see it's the little icons that you would normally see on those tags for washing fabrics. So I wanted to have a set like this just in case I make a quilt for a friend and I can put this on the tag. Thought it would be cute. And this was a $5 set. Of course I didn't pay $5 for it, but I got this. Another stitching die, and this one's from MFT that is retired. It's hearts, and you get a solid heart and you get the stitched one, the one that makes the holes. So I got that die. Now this is from a Paper Tray ink order. I thought this was going to be my last order from them, since they are going back. They said at the end of the month they were going back to the retail prices, and they haven't done that on their website. If you watched my video, I don't know how many it was ago, but I had another haul because I thought, oh well, I need to get these dies now that they've come in stock. Well, I got some stamps that I didn't have already. I don't think I bought doubles, but there's always that possibility. I got some stamps and dies that I wanted to get that were, you know, still on sale. So if you go and look at the website, at least today, and today's Wednesday, I may not post this video on a Wednesday, but the sale prices were still up. So I don't know what's going on. They had announced that the end of June was the last day for the sale, but whatever. So, this is tucked in new home because I wanted more sentiments for somebody who had purchased a new home. So this goes on the inside of the card. This one is tucked in congratulations. This one is tucked in wedding. And actually I do have them in an order so I can put them away. I wanted more wedding sentiments for the inside of a card. This one is keep it simple wedding. So these are all different ways to congratulate on a wedding. Here's an anniversary one and also a happy birthday. What's this called? Think Big Favorites number 24. This one is tucked in thinking of you. Did I get it all? Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm showing it in camera. So if you want to read the sentiment, you can pause the video. Keep it simple friendship. So all different ways of friendship sentiments. Sending hugs. Keep it simple, sending hugs. So, and then keep it simple, okay. So this is for somebody who's probably going through something tough. And then this one is the sympathy one. Yeah, keep it simple, sympathy. So always good to have those kind of things in your stash, and also pre-make those kind of cards because normally you don't need them and then they come up really quickly when you do. So I got this book club set. This is a $24 set, but of course because they are on sale, I didn't pay $24. So this has a bunch of different quotes from different books. So I won't read them to you, but you can pause the video if you want. This is a nice set to have. This one is a, okay, so I have some stamps. I have some dies also that I ordered that don't have stamps for them. Or I may already have the stamps for them. This is the farm animals die set that I wanted to get. I have a set of the farm-related sort of dies and stamps already, so I wanted that for my stash. And then these are a whole bunch of different they're jar series, friendship jar series. This is for the hydrangea stamp, so it's a coordinating die for the hydrangea stamp. This is a coordinating die for the summer fillers, I believe, or spring fillers, because there's a bunny here, there's some flowers, this is a bird, and this is some sort of filler for the jar. I can't remember what it is though. This is the bow that's for the jar in one of the stamp sets. And then these are the little labels for the jar. I thought it would be good to have those too. And then I purchased this is the Petal Box treat box. So you cut 2 of these and it makes a petal shaped box. And there are other companies that make a petal shaped box. I don't actually think I have one. This is my first die that makes the petal box. And it has tags that you can cut out too to go with it, which is nice because they use the steel on the inside to make the tags, so you'd have the extra pieces. All right, this is a graduation stamp set, and then I got a coordinating die that you can make into a shaker or not, but it says congratulations in the what do you call this thing? Thing that has a tassel on it. I don't know if there's the name for it, but I'm sure there is. I just don't know it. The Stampin' Die set for Take It Easy. Now this is an interesting set because I was thinking this would be nice for giving gifts, like either housewarming or even like for like relaxation. If you just want to give a friend a gift, you could make a card or a tag with something like this. This is more of your feminine sort of type stamp set to me, and so I got the dies that go with it. It's got a pillow in here in pajamas, so that was funny. I do have the set, the die that actually has the bed. It's a big die, but it makes a bed, so I think that coordinates with this one as opposed to the kids pajamas one that I got. I don't even know the name of the set that I got previously in a haul. This one is Heart and Soul. Now this one I was thinking of more masculine cards. I don't have a need to make Father's Day cards anymore, unfortunately. So I thought this would be great for making masculine cards because of the sentiments that are in here. I do know, of course, I know people who are dads, but I don't really give cards for that type of occasion. Unless they are my own. But anyway, this last one is a Christmas stamp set, and this one's called Sprig Wreath. I don't believe I have this in my stash already. But you can see here it makes a really nice wreath. And the samples I've seen of this have them stacked. So you actually have stamped in 2 colors. And it looks really full when you do that. So I wanted to get this set. I don't think I have this one already, which I was kind of surprised about because I have a lot of their Christmas sets already. So anyway, that's my haul for today. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Hi everybody. So I'm back. I decided I would go ahead and show you my mason jar collection here. Because I recently decided I would go ahead and store them all together in one container instead of separately or individually. So it's in a container like this. These are from Unikeep, U-N-I-K-E-E-P. That's how it's spelled. You can buy this directly from their website, or you can buy them from Amazon, and mine are from Amazon. And they do have different widths, and they also have ones with rings and ones without rings. These are the same containers that I believe it was Crafter's Companion used to sell the double-sided panels for, and I have some of those here that are holding my dies. They don't hold my stamps. So one of these magnetic sheets, they've got holes in it, and you can see that I've got 2 dies on it. So my collection of mason jars has my paper tray ink mason jars and the fillers that are made to go inside the mason jar. And then my Betsy Veldman, the Greetery jars. And I have some others from different stamp companies. So somebody had asked me if I could do a size comparison on the jars. And yes, I can. This is the older Paper Tray ink set, Friendship jar. And it has a bunch of different fillers that they sold separately as stamp set. And that's what I bought those dies for. For instance, this one, this is for the hydrangea that is in this summer filler set. So this cuts out this image right here. But so this is the Paper Tray ink one. This is also a new one from Paper Tray Ink. Actually from their new company, Ink to Paper. And I bought the set because I wanted the sentiments. And let's see. What is it called? Joyful Jars stamp set. Man, I cannot see that. Joyful Jars stamp set. So you can see this is the actual size of the Paper Tray original set, and this is the size of the new Ink to Paper one. It's slightly smaller. And then here's the size of Betsy's new jar. That's a what do you call it? Stamped image. It is actually about this, a little bit bigger than the new one from Ink to Paper, and still smaller than the original Paper Tray Ink Friendship jar set. You can see here, it's just a slightly bit smaller. And then I have another set from Waltzy Mouths Stamps, which is no longer in business. And this jar is different. This jar is more like a jelly jar. It's not a mason jar per se. It is wider but shorter than the Paper Tray one. The Paper Tray one seems to be the biggest one. Paper Tray also put together this pint size one. It's supposed to be smaller, or maybe not pint size, but quart size. Is that what this one is? The pint size? Okay. Right here. And so this is part of their original set as well. And this is just the smaller jar size. So it is shorter, but it is the same width. So I just wanted to show that too. Somebody asked me, and oh, I have one more set. It's from Paper Smooches. It is not a stamp set. It is a die only. And here it is. It has two size mason jars in it. And it is, again, it's shorter than the Friendship jar. But look, there's a really tiny one in here too. It's really cute. So I have that set, and it is from Paper Smooches, and it's called Mason Jars. It doesn't have a, but look, it's got this word ball right here. So you can die cut it and put it on your jar. Fun, huh? Okay, so somebody asked me if I could show this stamp set that I had recently used from Betsy. And do I have the set still out? Here it is. This is the... I can never remember the names. Okay, Simple Things. Nope, that's not the one. This is the Springtime... I forgot the name of it now. This is the set I recently used, but I can't find the stamp set. I must have put it away or something. To show you the size difference with the jar. Now, when I did my jars, the edge of the stem was just inside of the jar lid like this. And because this jar is smaller, this is how it looked, right? So you can imagine that this is just going to be a little bit, it's just a little bit taller. So it's not, you know, hugely out of proportion. I think you can work with that to make it look, you know, just fine. So I wanted to share that with you, and also how I'm storing these. Oftentimes I will store my, for whatever reason, all of my paper tray ink stamps are stored together and individually, except for when I get a stamp that is very similar to other stamps that I have. I will store them together, and in this case my mason jars and the fillers are all together. Not that you couldn't have other flowers that fill these jars or other things that fill these jars, but so this is a collection I have of things that I think of together and want to look for or reach for together, so I store them together. So this is kind of like my way of organizing. I do that with gift card dies, gift box dies, purse dies, things where I have multiples of the same thing and I have enough of them to store them together so that I know when I reach for them that I can look through a couple of different things that I might have options to use, and it'll make it a little faster instead of digging through all my different supplies that are stored all over the place because, you know, it's from different companies. So that's just kind of what I wanted to share with you. I hope that helps the person who was looking at that and trying to figure out. I also did some stamping of the birds, and this is the Robin and Wren set from Betsy's, from the Greetery. Yeah, Robin and Wren is this one. It's got 4 different size birds. I stamped a bunch of these too. So here's the large bird. And I've seen other folks use the bird with the mason jar. It's a very good size too for the large, the old Paper Tray ink mason jar. Here's the new mason jar from Paper Tray. But there's 4 different birds, and so they're different sizes, and you can use them, you know, however you want. Here's the other original. Oh, this is cute. Might have to use it like that. But, you know, with Paper Tray and with ink to paper, they have dies that coordinate as well as, you know, the one that Betsy had. And these are easy to cut out too, so if you don't have the die, you can just cut them freehand or use an electronic machine. Even this jar from Waltzing Mouse, really cute to use with this sort of bird. Here's another one of the birds that I stamped out. But, you know, they've got different sizes. I just thought I would go ahead and share that for you. And the other person who requested it. So, yeah. Lots of sets of mason jars. I know I have other dies, too. I have a huge diamond dies jar, die cut. Gotta find it. But, anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.